Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen man, I don't know anything about cars. 36 years later, sold somewhere around 50,000 cars, right? I still don't know anything about cars. So don't believe a word I have to say because I am a used car salesman. Although my goal is to be your favorite used car salesman, right? I'm still a used car salesman, but I don't care about all that. If you want to buy a car, this is the only way to buy a car. Hear me out for a second. I love new cars too. I don't buy new cars. You know why? Because I let somebody else handle the big beat down from the time you drive over the curb. This is a 2,000 mile car, man. 2,000 miles. Garaged at home, garaged at work, taken to a couple car shows. It was somebody's third car, it was their baby. Unfortunately, they could no longer drive the car, so we were fortunate enough to get it, and now you're going to get an opportunity to get what I see is a ridiculous, ridiculous car. This car was $43,050 when it was new. $43,050 from 2,000 miles on it, you're getting one heck of a deal. Not to mention the collectability of the shaker. If you try to add the shaker to a regular Challenger right now, by the time you buy the kit, do the hood, repaint the hood, do all of that stuff, it'd be $4,000. This is by far, first off, a great deal. Second, it's the best looking hood on the planet for any new car. I don't care what the car is, that thing right there is bad A. All right, so we walk around this RT shaker, man. Look at that thing. It's like it keeps calling me. I can't even keep my eyes off of it. Anyway, I gotta focus. Focus here, right? So I don't waste your time anymore. Anyway, let's look at this car. Is there a shaker hood somewhere around here? Because I hear it call. Does it even speak? All right, great looking factory rims. Great looking, 20-inch rims, right? Goodyears all the way around, nice. Hemi call out on the side. This is a beautiful car. Most people don't know that underneath this car is a Mercedes E3 series cars, because when Daimler owned Chrysler back in the day, and when these cars first came out, it was built under the E chassis, whether it's an E350 or an E500 or whatever. That's why it has an independent rear, okay? And the Mustang during that time did not have an independent rear, because it was built on just a regular Ford chassis. This was built on the E-Class, and that's why it rides and drives so well. A lot of people don't know that. Anyway, I feel like they really captured the styling of this car from the 70s. Not only is it a great looking car, but it's a modern interpretation of the 70 car, down to the tailpipe, the tail lights in the back, and the tailpipes coming out the bottom there. That's what a lot of us had. Those are almost like reminiscent CUDA tailpipes there. The tail panel of a 70 Challenger, and just very, very nice. Great color too. All right, so when you can always tell, we're not gonna look yet. You can always tell when somebody loves a car, little tiny stuff. So for instance, when I buy a car, I look at the tires first, because if somebody's just flipping a car, like it's a lease turn-in or something like that, they're putting on the cheapest tires you can buy, right? We've all been there, done that. If it's a car that you love and you're gonna keep, and you know that it's already had a set of tires put on, look at the tires. If they put on a nice set of Michelin or an expensive set of whatever that brand may be at the time, whether it's Bridgestones or nice set of Dunlops, you know they cared about the car. That's my first place. Second place is I look at floor mats. You say, well, floor mats, who cares about floor mats, right? When somebody puts floor mats in the front and rear and orders the trunk mat too, they're ordering every single piece for the car that they can get to make the car their own and make it nice and keep it nice for a really long time. My little 2 cents worth, those are my little touches. Again, you know, just a used car salesman, I don't know anything, but those are my things. You probably didn't notice, but this is a shaker hood car because I haven't mentioned it yet. Anyway, look at this thing. God, it's like a stingray coming out of the hood. Cold air intake, right? Fresh there. Look how brand new this car is. Original stickers are all around the car still. Shaker, looks like it's shaken. And what's cool about it is because most hoods and hood scoops are bolted to the hood, you don't get to see the action. The reason it's called a shaker, for a lot of people who don't know why, is because it's bolted to the engine. And as the engine's shaking, right, at idle, or you rev the engine, the shaker moves, and that's why it became the shaker when it first came out in the 70s. So that is it still. Looks great. 375 horsepower from the factory. Probably a couple small mods, you get it right to 400. You got 400 horsepower. Nice overdrive automatic, independent rear, and you got a fast car, a comfortable car, and a great car. All right, so come in here. Listen, as we keep walking around inside this car, I like to be quiet because I don't want to disturb the shaker hood. But orange stitching here, right? Orange stitching on the door panels, right? Just all of this kind of letting you know that this is a special model. It's a shaker hood model. I probably haven't mentioned the shaker hood yet in this particular video that we're doing, but God, this car's like brand new. I don't even want to talk out loud because I'm afraid the new car smell will somehow dissipate if I talk too loud. but there's room in the back for kids, another couple. Imagine going to dinner in this car, man, with the shaker. But you do have to actually take the shaker into dinner with you, because it has its own seat, it has its own table, and pretty much it's a conversation piece wherever you go. This has a sunroof, power windows, power locks, great steering wheel, paddles if you want to shift the car, so you can put it in sport mode. You can shift the car if you like, power seats, power windows, power locks, keyless entry, push button start. I mean, it's just got so much stuff. Heated seats too. It's a really great car for the money. So this car here, it's real. The shaker car is, and the reason why I keep talking about it so much is its own model, man. Its own rare model. It's numbered here. Look what happens when you turn on the radio. It says shaker across the screen there when you first do that. Hopefully it comes back up, maybe not. Anyway, it says shaker across there, and it says on the seats. Just cool. Anyway, that's it. All right, so we close up on this particular model here. I like to, before I forget to tell anybody, this is a shaker model. I don't know, I just love this car, man. I love this shaker. I could look at this thing all day. I feel like it's calling me. Anyway, 2,000 mile car, 2,000 miles, right? This is 2018, we're doing the video. This is a 2014 with 2,000 miles on it. This needs to be a gift for somebody. Buy somebody this car for a gift. It's so spectacular. And buy it for yourself. Whatever you need to do, buy it, because there is no better deal out there right now than this right here. You call us 301. See, the shaker does this to me. It does it. I can't. It's like walking. It's like seeing somebody hot walk by, and all of a sudden it's like a squirrel moment. You're talking to your friends, and all of a sudden it's like whoa, and then you got lost, and that's what's happening right now. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this RT shaker. Sorry, I was reading this, and that caught my eye. All right, I'm back in the game. Anyway, I need to start it for you so you can hear this fabulous car. Come on, man. Hey, real quick, I want to see so you can see what the shaker looks like when you rev the gas. Check that out.